Hey everyone, good morning. Welcome to Sunday Morning Cruise News. I rebuilt my entire computer this morning because of the lags. I don't know what was going on the live stream, but let's see what happens. Let's see if it's laggy. For today, if anybody, because usually Sunday I'm in the office, but the weather's been, it's still raining here, but so I'm home. If my internet is laggy or you lose me, just let me know in the chat so I know. Don't worry, you're not complaining. I want to know if it's not working right. So Myers fam here says, good morning. Always start my Sunday with some good cruise news. Thanks for coming. Guys. Really appreciate it. Fred and Lisa, morning, watching the hockey game. The U.S. just won in overtime, 2-1, gold medal to the U.S. Oh, there it goes. Fred and Lisa said it right afterwards. Gold goes to the USA. That is correct. Hughes in overtime, 2-1, U.S. Theories are here. Good morning from Brian, Jamie, and baby James. Another weekend, another snowstorm. I'm over it. I am completely and utterly over it. So it's raining right now here in Philly. It does call for a lot of snow tonight and tomorrow, and then I'm leaving next Saturday to go on my cruise. But it also, I found out today. We'll talk about it in a second because it's got some cruise news. Some cruise news. Jay Myers, cruise news, great start to the day. Thanks, Janet. Lisa DeLuca, good morning to you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Tony Diaz, good morning with the snow emojis. Living life in the snow zone here. I don't know. I'm going to say it again. I don't know why any of us live here. We can all move. We all just stay. I don't understand. Jimmy C, good morning in Staten Island to you. Lisa DeLuca said, blizzard heading my way. Same here. We're going to get drilled. Luis, good morning to you. Hope you are doing well up north there. You guys are north of here. Same with Kevin and Carrie Ann. Good morning to you guys. Hopefully, I don't know, are you guys getting snow? What's going on up there in Illinois for you guys? Alex is here. Good morning, Alex. Congrats to Team USA. Looked like Canada was going to win. Yep, but they didn't. Go out your Tim Hortons. Get the hell out of here. The U.S. wins the gold medal. There you go, over Canada. The only thing that Canada has, and we took it from them. We took their gold medal in hockey. So, very funny. All right, we got some cruise news. First bit of cruise news is a little bit more of travel news. So if you're going on a cruise in the next few weeks, which I am, and you have pre-check or global entry, guess what? No, you don't. They are suspending pre-check and global entry as of 6 a.m. this morning. So it's not happening. So I'm gonna have to go in with the normies. I'm back in Gen Pop with the normies in regular security. So my flight is really early next Saturday, so it's a bummer. It's a real bummer. Lisa, good morning to you. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. Alex said, where is your counter sign for the next cruise? I know. I slacked on it on this one. You know what's funny, Alex? I don't know where it is. It's a great, great, great question. Might be in the closet. I'll have to find it. I need one in work because I usually do the cruise news from there. So I need one there too. I'll find it. But it's 6 days until my next, 7 days until my next cruise. 7 days. Next Sunday. This time, next Sunday, I'll be in line to get on a ship. So I'm going to try to go live from Celebrity. So we'll see how that works. I might be going live from the line. We'll see. Tony C said US won just in time for bite-sized cruise news this morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Tony. Congrats to Team USA on their gold medal. Luis said we have very light snow. Yeah, you got more than we do. We got rain right now. We're supposed to get pounded later tonight and tomorrow. Next bit of cruise. So I'm doing something different here to try to lighten the load on my computer here. I have a different camera set up, so it probably looks a little weirder today. The camera doesn't look probably as clear as it normally does. So I'm using a different camera. And then I'm doing cruise news on my iPad. So I'm trying to see what's going on with my computer, why it was doing how whatever weird things it does with being laggy. Alex said TSA pre-check. We'll see how long that will last. Facebook is going crazy, I'm sure. The government shutdown. It's just, I don't care what side of politics you're on. They're all a nightmare. Let's just figure this out, right? We need basic things. Just figure it out. Talk to each other and figure this out. So dumb. Greg Gooser, morning all from New Hampshire, bracing for the snow. Same. I know Sean's going on a cruise too from our team. So we got everybody's on cruises in the next week. Sean's on a cruise with his family. I think he's on Aqua. I should know that off the top of my head. AJ's on Norwegian Star on Thursday. She leaves on Thursday morning, so hopefully she gets out okay. No snow, no more snow or anything. And then I leave on Saturday. So all of us going on cruises. And then we have a big layoff with no cruises. Hi, John from Teresa. Mike, hope you're ready for all the snow. I'm not. I don't want it. I want to leave right now. I said to Judy yesterday, we should have, as soon as we got the forecast, we should have just gotten in the car and left. Gotten a dog-friendly hotels. There's plenty of them south of here. It's difficult for us because our dogs don't get along still. So, but I don't care. I'll take fighting dogs over snow any day. It's terrible. All right, we got some cruise news. So if you see me looking to the side here, it's because I have the cruise news up over here. It's not on my computer anymore. Carnival Cruise Conquest returns from dry dock. It got some new upgrades. It completed a 12-day dry dock on February 20th. It's returned to its home port in Miami. It now has the Heroes Tribute Bar and Lounge, which is kind of a standard. Every time Carnival goes into dry dock, they are adding that Heroes Tribute Bar and Lounge. I actually love that bar. It's a great bar. They usually have an ice cream machine in there. Pro tip, a little soft serve machine in there. But those bars are usually really fun. The ones on the new Excel class ships are awesome because it's right by the barbecue place. So great. Tony said, I leave Saturday for Puerto Rico for a cruise. Awesome, Tony. Hope you have a wonderful time. I will be in Fort Lauderdale. So there you go. Alex said, I'm ready for April Philly cruise. I hope it's warm. I hope we don't get another snowstorm for that. Just it's less than 2 months. It's 7 weeks now that you have until the cruise. Hopefully there's a terminal there. I'm going to check it out this week. So we shall see. So the other things that they added to the Carnival Conquest were reimagined spaces for teens and families, a better casino. They enlarged the casino and they added shops for reasons. Who knows? I don't know why they add shops, but they did. Punta Gorda fly fishing with Ka. 6868. What is your name? So I know what to call you. Just got back from the Encore. Entertainment was great. On the Prima, it was non-existent. Yeah, look, Prima's not my favorite ship. But you do have the Fleetwood Mac show, at least on Prima, right? Yeah, that's on Prima. I agree. Some weird shows on Prima, but Encore, fantastic. Next bit of cruise news we have here: Legend of the Sea is getting ready for this year, getting ready to sail. They changed up the Aquadome, which I actually like. When Judy and I were on Icon, we did not like the food options that much in the Aquadome. We had tried a couple things; they were all kind of lukewarmish, cool, and we didn't really love them. But so now they have a new restaurant called Soulmate, Seoul, like Korea, which is going to serve Korean food. La Española, which is going to have Spanish tapas. Adobo, which will feature Mexican flavors, and Cajun Kitchen, which is going to have Bayou Bites. There will also be a fresh juice stand called Simply Pressed. And of course, they're keeping the crepe restaurant because I think everybody loves that crepe restaurant. But those are the new items in the Aquadome. If you haven't been on one of the Icon class ships yet, instead of having the Aqua Theater at the back of the ship out in the open, they built this beautiful Aqua Dome in the front of the ship, kind of where the solarium is on the Oasis class. And in there, where the Aqua Theater is and all, there's an Aquadome Market where they have a bunch of little food stands that are included in your cruise fare. So these are new ones, and that kind of gives you something different from Star and Icon, which I think is really nice. So thank God they added some new ones. WDW guy, good morning, John. Thank you for all your fantastic, honest Prima videos. Booked one of the studio cabins end of April. You are quite welcome. Thanks so much for watching all the videos. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email. I'm here to help. And I hope you have a wonderful time on Prima, as we just talked about. Make sure you go see the Fleetwood Mac rumor show. It's a highlight, one of the highlights of the ship. So go check that out. So next bit of cruise news here. We have Royal Caribbean announced significant investment to improve road infrastructures in Nuevo Mahahual, which is the island where Costa Maya, where Perfect Day Mexico is going to be. Obviously, they have some big court cases going on right now with the government trying to block different things and, a bunch of different things going on. But Royal Caribbean today announced a significant investment to support the rehabilitation of all the roads there, reaffirming the company's long-term commitment to partnership and collaboration with the local community. I'm sure these are like conditions and kind of compensation for letting them build the Perfect Day there. Announcement was made during a community meeting where Royal Caribbean joined residents and local authorities to discuss needs, priorities, and next steps related to local infrastructure. So really nice that they are going to take care of some of the things there. They absolutely should do that, which is great. Tony Diaz still boycotting the Icon class. Still going for it. Tony, I think you're going to love it. You got to do it. You got to just try it. Icon was amazing. The destination elevators are amazing. You got to do it. Just give in, Tony. Give in and do it. Bernie's here. Good morning, Bernie. 19 days till Holland America line. I hope, Tony, I hope you have a great time, Bernie. Let us know how it goes. I am teaching a course on a Holland America cruise, a social media kind of marketing course on a Holland America cruise in August. So, yeah, let me know how it goes. I'm really interested to hear. Getting creative this year with cruises because we, can't continue to cruise at the pace we were cruising at. I'm going to go bankrupt. So we are doing some interesting things. So we're reaching out to the community. We're doing some casino offers. We're going to mix it up a little bit. We had a really bad incident on Royal Caribbean this week. A 73-year-old man was arrested at Port Canaveral after he allegedly touched an underage girl on Explorer of the Seas. It's not really alleged because they have camera evidence of it. So this man was taken into custody on February 16th after the ship returned to Florida. He was charged with lewd and lascivious conduct and is being held on a $35,000 bond. He will be in court on March 12th. The alleged victim told investigators she was waiting in the flow rider area when he approached her and began talking to her, and then he started touching and grabbing her. Let's not do that. Let's not do that on cruises or anywhere. It's awful, just awful. WDW guys said, Star's incredible. I saw Back to the Future 3 times when I said last year. That is awesome. That is really awesome. I know that's what I do too. If I really like a show, I'll go again. I've done Choir Man. I did it twice on Encore. But I love going back. Judy and I did Choir Man twice on Escape. So I've seen that show 4 times this year already, which is crazy. Was that this year? No, between, in the last year. Probably seen it more than that. Next bit of cruise news, Carnival Cruise Line bringing new dining options to Carnival Adventure and Carnival Encounter. A lot of drama over there in Australia about Carnival, which they went on and said that there were no issues after somebody had kind of blown the whistle and said that employees weren't being treated right. They did a full investigation. Seems everything's okay. I have no idea. Tony C said, Tony D will do Icon if they put cats on. And Tony Diaz thought that was a wonderful idea to bring cats onto Icon of the Seas or one of the Icon class ships. Be great if they did Cats of the Seas. They just made it the whole ship the Broadway musical Cats themed. That'd be the perfect ship. Alex said Back to the Future is one of my favorite plays. Yeah, I'm upset that I haven't gotten to see that. I haven't been on Star, obviously. I'm definitely not going to be on Star this year or Legend. They are way, way, way too expensive right now. But hopefully someday soon we'll be on there. So Carnival is launching fan favorite restaurants Fahrenheit 555 and Banzai Sushi Express on Adventure and Encounter. Fahrenheit 555 was fantastic on Jubilee. I really loved it. It was one of my favorite restaurants on board of that ship. One of the best steakhouses I've been to on a cruise ship. Really, really good. I thought it was better than Chops on Royal, and I thought it was better than Butcher's Cut on MSC. Really, really good steakhouse. I had a great meal there. So that's that little bit of cruise news. Next up, we have Baton Rouge has signed a 20-year cruise agreement, bringing in $25 million in economic impact. That is for river cruising. American Cruise Line has signed up to go out of Baton Rouge. That is really awesome. I don't know if anybody's done a American river cruise, not just American Cruise Line, but a cruise line in America. I know Viking does some on the Mississippi as well. Let me know in the comments if anybody has done that. Jay Meyer said, quick question. I see Regent has a 2-for-1 deal. What does that include if you have time to look? I absolutely have time to look. Let's check it out. So I think what it's going to be, essentially, this is kind of the same game that Norwegian plays, same company, right? Where they do like 75% off for one, or 35% off for two, which is basically, or 70% off one, 35% off two, which is basically the same sale. They just switch back and forth. This one looks like it allows one passenger to sail for free or providing up to 50% off. Again, same sale, right? For luxury voyages. These are on specific sailings up to a $43,500 per suite savings. That's a big savings. So it does look like that's a current promotion that's going on. So keep in mind when you book with Regent, you get a few things in your cruise. You get unlimited shore excursions when you book a suite. You get all-inclusive dining, so you get specialty restaurants, no additional cost. All your beverages, fine wines, craft cocktails, specialty coffees, and more. You have an in-suite mini bar, which is replenished daily with your preferences. Unlimited access to the spa, prepaid gratuities, unlimited Wi-Fi, valet laundry services, 24-hour in-suite dining. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. And then if you book a concierge suite or higher, you get a night in a hotel for free, priority online reservations, and then penthouse suites and higher include a personal butler, daily canapes, flights, tenders, and a private chauffeur that will drive you to the airport. That is some fancy stuff. So there you go. That's what it includes. That's what you're looking at. Let me know if you guys are looking at a particular sailing and get your pricing. It's going to be pricey. They're very pricey. Tony Diaz said, I have to be careful. I mentioned my dislike about cats to another cruiser and got a whole hour lecture about cats and her love for the play. I am sorry to hear that, Tony. That is a disaster. First of all, look, if you enjoyed the Cats musical in the 80s, that's fine. We didn't have much going on in the 80s. There wasn't a lot of Broadway musicals. That was like a resurgence of Broadway in the 80s. You still think that now. That's rough. That's rough. I don't like that. Alex said, Back to the Future is in Baltimore now and will be in DC in July. That's fun. I would like to go see that. I'm going to go check it out, see if I can go see it. Ryan said, good morning. Hope we don't get any snow. Same. Looking forward to AC this weekend, maybe a Philly excursion. Let me know, Ryan. Let me know if you're around. Give you some tips. Maybe we can meet up. We'll grab lunch or something. Janet said, I sent you an email. It sounds interesting. Awesome. Let's do it. We'll talk about it. It's fantastic. We have two more pieces of cruise news today. First one is MSC and Wynn has announced a new partnership in their loyalty program. So if you know, like Royal Caribbean, all the different cruise lines have a partnership with cruise lines. I know with my Royal Caribbean, I get like Diamond at Borgata, which I think is MGM. I think Borgata is MGM. MSC has now announced a partnership with Wynn, naming MSC as the exclusive benefits partner for Wynn Rewards, the company's tiered loyalty program. The collaboration makes cruise travel a core component of the loyalty offering. You will be able to get some really cool experience on board of the MSC ships if you move up in loyalty on the other side. And top tier reward members will receive access to the yacht club. So if you do enjoy gambling and you're looking for a new option, if you like MSC, Wynn is going to be the choice for you. Other cruise news today, there are two ships that are going to miss out on ports. Star of the Seas, which we've been talking about, is going to skip Perfect Day on this sailing because of all the drama with the weather. It calls for high winds and rough seas. So that's not fun for all the people that are getting on Star of the Seas this week. And then the other bit of cruise news for ships going out, Odyssey of the Seas, leaving out of here up in New Jersey and Bayonne. We have one of our subscribers, Scott Malarkey, is on Odyssey today, and they are not sailing today. They're staying overnight because of high winds and storms that are pushing in. So it seems counterintuitive because tomorrow we're actually going to get hit with the storms. Not tonight, but it's actually pushing in tonight. It's causing a lot of drama. So the people are going to embark. They're going to get on the cruise ship. They're going to stay overnight in Bayonne. You cannot come tomorrow and get on the ship. You have to get on today if you are booked for today. So you're going to get on that. You are going to stay overnight, and then they're going to push off at some point tomorrow after a bulk of the storms. So maybe 5 or 6 o'clock tomorrow night, the ship will leave. That's going to affect them probably drastically. I would say they're probably not going to stop in Port Canaveral, but who knows? We shall see how much it affects their itinerary. Didn't mention it in the letter, but no casinos will be open. No shops will be open tonight, which is a little bit of a bummer. So if you forget something, you need something, you're not going to be able to do that, but have fun, everybody who's going on. At least you're going on a cruise. It's still better to sit in port than it is to be home. And keep in mind, when you're on Odyssey of the Seas, there's tons of indoor space. So the solarium is enclosed. They have the Seaplex in the back, which is awesome. So there's a ton of indoor space, which is why they leave out of Jersey in the winter. Bernie said, I hear Hal has a 3 p.m. tea event every day. It's supposed to be very popular. It sure is. They have high tea every day, and people love it. So I hope you get to experience that. They have the little tea sandwiches and the wonderful tea. They come around with white gloves on. Very fancy. It's very fun. So I hope you get to experience that and have an awesome, awesome time. That is the cruise news for today. Everyone, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope we don't get a ton of snow, but if we do, be careful out there. Enjoy the Olympics. Make you feel like you're in the Winter Olympics right now. And we'll be back. I'll be back for cruise news or the cruise show live on Wednesday evening. And then we will see about next Sunday about going live maybe while I'm at the cruise terminal there or as I'm getting on Celebrity Silhouette. And that's it. Hope everybody has a great week. and happy cruising. See you, everyone. Bye.